tell you, I've always wanted my own talk show, maybe called Sherri. I don't know. Well, because I love to have fun. I love people feeling good. When I tell you the battles, people don't understand. When we are in power, the battles we gotta fight that you will never know about. To keep a show on the air.
Today, we're taking a closer look at the growing controversy surrounding Claressa Shields and why so many people are talking about her recent actions. According to critics, Shields has been facing one setback after another, leading some fans to wonder if her public image is beginning to suffer. Reports and online discussions have focused on several incidents, including heated confrontations at weigh-ins and allegations that she became involved in physical altercations with other female fighters during a high-profile promotional event. These stories have sparked intense debate across social media, with supporters defending her while others argue that her behavior has crossed the line. As the controversy grows, petitions have reportedly appeared online, with some people calling for disciplinary action and even questioning whether she should continue competing under the same conditions. Others have suggested that officials should review her conduct more closely. Rumors of possible investigations and further scrutiny have only added fuel to the discussion. Whether these claims prove true or not, one thing is clear. Shields remains at the center of a major public debate, and the conversation around her continues to gain attention.
I guess I should probably get on that site and do like a welcome video, because right now it just happened so suddenly. I was really, really blindsided by the cancellation, so I didn't really get to make plans because I thought it was coming back. But it's all good. It's all good. So go to sherrishepherd.com to sign up. Like, I have a lot of things happening. I will be, if you're going to Essence Festival, I will be at the Essence Festival on the main stage on Saturday night, I believe. Pre-order a copy of my book, Life is a K-Drama. That's my romance novel. Steamy. And I have some things coming. I think I told everybody about a Broadway show I auditioned for. They're very interested in me. A musical, no less. So I got to get my singing lessons together and just some meetings and things. And I'm working on this movie, Angel and the Rebel, which will be out. It will be out September 12th on Lifetime. So, and I'm sleepy. What I tell you, I'm so daggone sleepy. But anyway, I'm going to let everybody go. I hope you guys have an amazing evening. I'll check in again when I have a little bit more time, but I got to learn these lines and I got to go shopping for my staff and crew to get them a couple gifts. Okay, I'll talk to you later. And I want to say, hey, family.
The conversation around Claressa Shields has become louder than ever, with many people questioning the direction her public image is taking. Some critics are calling this one of the lowest points of her career, arguing that the recent headlines have overshadowed her achievements inside the ring. Whether those claims are fair or not, there is no doubt that Shields has become a major topic of discussion online. Every new live stream, interview, or social media post seems to create another round of debate among fans and critics alike. A lot of the discussion centers on the idea that Shields may be trying to expand beyond boxing and move into the world of content creation and streaming. While streaming can look easy from the outside, many people underestimate how difficult it is to build a loyal audience. Popular creators spend years learning how to entertain viewers, keep conversations interesting, and stay consistent. Some observers believe Shields is trying to enter that space because it offers new opportunities and another way to stay in the spotlight. However, success in one field does not automatically guarantee success in another, and that transition can be challenging for anyone.
My goal right now, then the priority is to get her back home. Wherever home is, not there. Where she come go as she pleases.
Right here in New York, where I'm working, and you know what kind of stuff I want to do. As a matter of fact, we just met somebody very familiar with, well.
She wants to get back to work, and she should get back to work.
Right.
People love her.
Miss you.
I get more calls in support of her than I've ever had for any client, ever.
Some people also believe Shields had a specific vision for how her career and public life would unfold. They argue that she wanted the level of respect, recognition, and influence enjoyed by boxing legends and other successful public figures. Because of that, every public disagreement or misunderstanding seems to receive extra attention. One example often mentioned by critics is how comments from others have sometimes been interpreted differently than intended, leading to confusion and additional controversy. Instead of helping her image, those moments have often created more debate and criticism. Another issue that keeps coming up is Shield's relationships with people around her. Critics claim that she has ignored advice from individuals who may have been trying to help her navigate fame and public attention. They argue that learning from experienced people can be valuable, especially when dealing with pressure, media coverage, and constant public scrutiny. However, others believe Shields simply has a strong personality and prefers to handle situations her own way. As a result, opinions about her vary widely depending on who is telling the story.
There may be things behind the scenes that are impacting this, but when I was in a people's place, I watched the final Sherri Shepherd show, and I waited, and I just knew, like, maybe in the last seconds, like, again, there could be some legalities out there to where things can't be said. I don't know. But I was expecting last but not least, I would love to just acknowledge Wendy Williams, who, her work, what I'm saying? Like, it didn't need to be robust, but I was hoping for it. I watched the whole episode front to back, and she didn't, and I was just disappointed. I remember my former job, the 2 people on staff when I came onto the team made the first 8 months of my time in that role hell. In my second year in the role, we received this philanthropy award, and I knew it was collective for all the work that had been done. And so when I got up there to accept that award as the director of the fund, I acknowledged a bitch who literally set every pit trap for me possible, because her work was a part of that work still happening, which allowed me to do my work. She was not a support in my work, but her work before I got there allowed me to come there and do my work. You understand what I'm saying? And again, if there are legal things in place that I don't know about, I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm saying that just makes me sad. And I also am saying that those are the times that I just be like, fuck it, and I figure out how I use my power and my privilege to challenge the system, because Wendy's final show was not what it was. She was not given her due in departing that show.
The conversation becomes even more intense when people discuss recent incidents connected to boxing events. Reports and online commentary have focused on heated exchanges during weigh-ins and disagreements involving other fighters. These stories quickly spread across social media, where every detail is analyzed and debated. Supporters often argue that competitive athletes are naturally emotional and passionate, especially before major events. Critics, on the other hand, believe that public confrontations can damage a professional reputation and distract from athletic accomplishments. In addition to those incidents, there has been talk about petitions and online campaigns criticizing Shields. Some people have called for disciplinary action, while others have questioned whether officials should take a closer look at certain situations. The internet has made it easier than ever for people to organize around a cause, and once a controversy starts gaining momentum, it can grow very quickly. At the same time, online petitions do not always reflect the opinion of the broader public, so their impact can be difficult to measure. Many observers believe Shields is now facing a critical moment in her career. She remains one of the most accomplished fighters in women's boxing, but public perception can change rapidly when controversy becomes the main focus. Instead of talking about championship victories and historic achievements, many conversations now revolve around drama, social media activity, and personal conflicts. For some fans, that shift is disappointing because they would rather see attention placed on her athletic success. There is also speculation that Shields may continue moving toward a more entertainment-focused path. Some reports suggest she is interested in creating more lifestyle content, live streams, and behind-the-scenes videos. If that happens, it could bring viewers closer to her daily life and allow supporters to see a different side of her personality. However, it also comes with risks. Cameras often capture unexpected moments, and public figures who share more of their private lives usually face even greater scrutiny. Questions have also been raised about how people close to her would feel about being featured regularly on camera. When content creators document their daily routines, friends, family members, and partners often become part of the story whether they want to or not. That can create challenges and lead to uncomfortable situations. Critics argue that living under constant observation can add stress to already complicated relationships. For now, nobody knows exactly what the future holds. Some believe Shields will successfully reinvent herself and build a strong presence outside of boxing. Others think the controversies surrounding her could continue to create obstacles. One thing is certain: she remains one of the most talked about figures in combat sports. Every move she makes generates attention, and people continue to watch closely to see what happens next. Whether this period turns out to be a temporary setback or the beginning of a major career transformation remains to be seen, but the public conversation surrounding her shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon.